Hello my dear students of class 5, welcome to maths class once again. As in my previous online class, I have started chapter number 5, multiples and factors. Okay, and I have taught you about multiples and about factors. So I hope you have understood. And even I have done 3 questions of let's recap, question number 1, 2 and 3, and I said that the left questions I will do in my next class. So today I will do the left ones. Okay, the questions I'll show you how to do. So let's begin with question number 4 as we have done up to question number 3. So question number 4, encircle the numbers that are divisible by 3 as well as 5. So here we have to circle those numbers which are divisible by 3 as well as by 5. So here how many questions are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions are there. So I will check the divisibility for the 4 questions and 4 questions will be your homework. So before doing this question, let me teach you the divisibility rule. Okay, how to know whether the number is divisible by 3 or not, or the number is divisible by 5 or not. Okay, so if I will teach you the divisibility, it will become easy for you to circle those numbers. Okay. So let's start. Okay, now see the divisibility rule. Divisibility by 3. As in this question, they have asked for 3 and 5. So I am teaching here just about 3 and 5. Okay. About the other numbers, I will teach you in my other online class. Okay. So how to know whether the number is divisible by 3 or not? What you have to add all those digits, and whatever the sum you get after adding, it should be divisible by 3. Okay. So what is written here? Sum of all digits is divisible by 3. Okay, so for example, to know whether the number is divisible by 3 or not, what you have to do? Here I am taking 672. This is the number, and I want to know whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, so I'll not do that divide and all without doing the division. I will check this. So what I have to do? I have to add these numbers. So I have to add these digits. So 6 plus 7 plus 2. Okay, so what is the sum of this? 6 plus 7 is how much? Is 13. 13 plus 2 is how much? Is 15. Okay, so this 15 comes in 3 table. Yes, that means this number is divisible by 3. This is divisible by 3. Okay, what you have to do? You have to add all the digits, and after adding whatever the sum you get, you have to see whether that number is divisible by 3 or not. So 15 is divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15. That means this 672 is divisible by 3. Okay, now let me take the other question. So now next example I am taking is that 712. Okay, so what I have to do to check? I have to add all the digits. 7 plus 1 plus 2. So 7 plus 1 is what? 8. 8 plus 2 is what? 10. So 10 is divisible by 3. 10 comes in 3 table. No, that means this number is not divisible by 3. That means this 712 is not divisible by 3. Okay, now let's check the divisibility by 5. To know the divisibility by 5, it is very easy. Okay, so what you have to see is that the digit in ones place should be 0 or 5. At ones place it should be 0 or 5. For example, here I am taking 850. So this is ones place, ones tens 100. So at ones place what I said, it should be 0 or 5. So here 0 is there, that means this is divisible by 5. Okay, if other example I am taking 972. 972. So at ones place it should be 0 or 5. So you see here at ones place what is there? 2. That means this is not divisible by 5. This is not divisible by 5. 972 is not divisible by 5. Only at ones place what should be there? 0 or 5. That means that number is divisible by 5. Okay, now let's do the questions. Okay, now let's circle those numbers which are divisible by 5 and 3. Okay, should be divisible by both 3 as well as by 5. So I said you already there were 8 questions. I will check for the 4 questions. 4 questions you will do as homework. So let's begin with the 600. So first we'll check what is say divisibility by 3. Okay, so by 3. So why by 3 what you have to do? We have to add 6 plus 0 plus 0. So what is the sum? Is 6. So 6 is divisible by 3. That means this number is divisible by 3. Okay. Now this is divisible by 3. Okay. Now let's check for 5. So for 5, what you have to do? At ones place it should be 0 or 5. So you can see at ones place 0 is there. That means this is divisible by 5 also. So you can see this number 600 is divisible by both by 3 as well as by 5. So we will circle this number. It should be divisible by both. Okay. Now 750. What did you do? By 3 we have to add 7 plus 5 plus 0. So 7 plus 5 is what? 12. 12 plus 0 is what? 12. So 12 is divisible by 3. Yes, 3 fours are 12. So let's take this. Now by 5 we have to check. For 5 what you have to do? We have to see at ones place should be 0 or 5. So at ones place what is there? 0. That means this is divisible by 5 also. See, it is divisible by both. That means we will circle this number. That is 750. Now by 215, okay, by 3. So let's add this. What do you do? 2 plus 1 plus 5. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. It is divisible by 3. No, no. So cross it. It is not divisible by 3. Now let's check by 5. At ones place 5 is there. That means it is divisible by 5. Okay. So it is divisible by 5. But it is not divisible by 3. It should be divisible by both. Then only we can circle. It is only divisible by 5, not by 3. So we will not circle this. Okay. Now 700 by 3. 7 plus 0 plus 0. So after adding what we will get? 7. So 7 is divisible by 3. No, no. So cross it. By 5. At ones place what should be there? 0. So 0 is there. That means this is divisible by 5. But this is not divisible by 3. So we will not circle this number 700. That means this is not divisible by 3. So we will not circle this. So I hope you have understood this. Just to make you understand, I have written this. Okay. You can directly do the rough and you can make the circle. So I hope you have understood this. Now let's do question number 5. Okay, now let's do question number 5. Write the prime factors of following numbers. So in this question we are going to write the prime factors of these numbers. So before finding the prime factors, first let us know what are prime numbers. Okay, so prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible only by 1 or by itself. Okay, so here I am going to show you about these prime numbers. I will teach you in detail in my next exercise. Okay, just to make you understand about this question, let me tell you what are prime numbers. So what I said, prime numbers, na? Prime numbers. Okay, so what I said, it should be divisible by 1 or by itself only. The number should be divisible by itself. Like 2 will be divisible by 1. Okay, and 2 will be divisible by itself. It doesn't come in any other table, no, in 3, in 4, 5, 6, no, that means this is a prime number. 3 is also a prime number. It comes in its own table, and in 3 table it doesn't come in any other table, and it is divisible by itself only and by 1. Okay, 4 comes in 2 table, 1 table, in its own table, so it is not a prime number. 5 is a prime number. It comes in only in its own table and in 1 table. 7 is also a prime number. 11 is also a prime number. 13 is also the prime number. 17 is also the prime number. So many more numbers are there. Okay, many prime numbers are there, etc. Okay, it is so on. So many prime numbers are there. So just to make you understand what are prime numbers, the numbers which are divisible by 1 or by itself, or you can keep in your mind that the number which comes in its own table, those numbers are prime number. So here we are going to find the prime factor of this number by using the prime numbers only. Okay, we will use the prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, many more are there. We will use this number only. Okay, we will not use the other number like 4, 8, 6, 10, 12, no. Okay, so let's start how to find. So we have to find the prime factor of this 24. So how to find 24? Here we are going to do divide only. You about this you know in class 4 also you have learned. Okay, so let's begin. This is 24. So first we will start with 2, whether this is divisible by 2 or not. So see, at ones place 4 is there. That means 4 is the even number. It comes in table of 2. That means this is divisible by 2. 24 is divisible by 2. So let's start. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. Done. Now we got 12. Again this 12 is divisible by 2. So 2 6 are 12. Again this 6 is divisible by 3. Okay. So 2 3 ja 6. Now you see that we got a prime number, that is 3, and 3 is divisible by its own table only. Here these all were not prime number. This 24, 12, 6. That is why we have divided this by the prime number. And at last we got 3 as a prime number. You can write, so that you don't get confused, you can write 3 1 ja 3. So these are the prime numbers. Okay. 1 is not the prime number. These are the prime numbers. Just to make you understand and not to make you confused, I have written here 3 1 ja 3. I have written this here so that you don't get confused. So this 2 2 2 3, these are the prime numbers, not 1. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll write here. So how many 2's are there? 1 2 3 and 1 3 is there. So I'll write here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay. So these are the numbers. When I will multiply, I will get 24. Now see here, 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 8 3 ja 24. I got no. So these are the prime numbers, and the product of these prime numbers is what? 24. Now let's find for 100. 100. Okay. So 100 is a even number. 2 5s are 10, 2 zeros are 0. 50 is also the even number, so it will be divisible by 2. 2 2s are 4. So it was 5, 1 carry, it becomes 10. So 2 5s are 10. Now 25 doesn't come in 2 table. This is not the even number. It also doesn't come in 3 table. It directly comes in 5 table. Okay. So 5 5s are 25. So here you see we got the prime number. This is divisible by its own table. Okay. So what I will do? 5 1s are 5. Okay. So these are the prime numbers. So when we'll multiply these numbers, we will get 100 as a product. Okay. So let's write here 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Okay. Now let's multiply 2 2 is 4. 4 5 is 20. 25 is 100. Now last question. 520. 520. So you see 0 is there at last. That means this is divisible by 2. This is the even number 520. Okay. So 2 2 is 4. 1 carry. 2 6 is 12. Okay. 2 0 is 0. 2 1 is 2. 2 3 is 6. 0. Okay. Again it is divisible by 2. 2 6 is 12. 1 carry. 2 5 is 10. Now 65 is not the even number. It is not divisible by 2. Now let's go for 3. And I have taught you how to check whether this is divisible by 3 or not. What you have to do? You have to add. So 6 plus 5 is what? 11. 11 comes in 3 table. No. That means 65 doesn't come in 3 table. And it is not divisible by 3. Now let's check for 5. So you see at 1's place what is there? 5. That means this is divisible by 5. So 5 1 ja 5. 1 carry. So 5 3 ja 15. Okay. Now 13. 13 is not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 because it is a prime number. 13 is a prime number. It comes in its own table. So 13 1 ja 13. So these are the prime numbers. So when we will multiply these numbers, we will get 520 as a product. Okay. So let's write here 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay. Then what is there? 5 into 13. So 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8, 8 5 is 40, 40, 13 is 520 you will get. Okay, when you will multiply. So this is the prime factors. Okay, these are the prime factors. When we will multiply these prime numbers, we will get these numbers as a product. Okay, when we multiply this number, we will get this as a product. So I hope you have understood this prime numbers, divisibility by 3 and 5. Okay, so today I have just taught you 2 questions 4 and 5 in detail. So in my next class I will teach you question number 6 and 7 about LCM, SCF and factor tree. Okay, so I hope you have understood the divisibility. What you have to do, you have to, whatever I have done the questions, we will do this as a classwork in your copy. Okay, and I'll give few questions as a homework. So for today up to this much. Thank you.